Hello, my beautiful ones. This is Dr. V. I am so excited to be here. I feel like we haven't done this in a while, right? We haven't been live together, interacting together live in a while. So I wanted to do a special reading for you this morning. I know it's really last minute, but I missed my last reading, which was supposed to be on Friday because I was not feeling too well. So hello, Casey. Welcome. So great to have you. Thank you for coming, even though it's such short notice. So I wanted to, as I was saying, I missed yesterday's. Hey, Vieta. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, Debbie. Welcome. Oh, yeah, that's why I'm here, actually. Thank you, Sharnique. Thank you for being here. You guys are so awesome. I know I didn't give you a lot of notice. I just kind of felt called. Oh, Debbie, welcome. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Ingrid. Hi, Asta. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. I'm so used to seeing you all in the comment section. So I know all your names, everybody who's been commenting, who's part of the community. It's so wonderful to see you here live. Hi, B. Oh, thank you so much for being here, all of you. Hey, D. Oh, hi, first time. Welcome, D. So great to have you guys. Thank you so much for being here, even though it's such short notice. But I was saying before, like, this week, I haven't been feeling too good. I don't know, maybe you guys have been feeling this too, like sleepless nights, no energy. I took the flu shot for the first time in my life because I was told that it's good because of COVID, and then that didn't make me feel good. So I'm so sorry that I've missed a couple of readings. And so that's why I wanted to be here today to do something live, to be able to interact, because you know how much I love you guys. You guys are the best community ever. And so I love having interaction with you. I know it's been a while, so I thought we could do a live reading. And then if you have any questions, you can ask me anything. I can just give you my personal experience or my personal opinion, which doesn't mean much, but if you have a question, I would love to see what you have. Okay, let's see who else is here. Kimberly, thank you for coming. Woke Up Sassy, welcome. Teresa, Exona, welcome. Asta again, yay, so great to have you. Mary, Karen, oh yeah, it's so nice. I know. You know, I've been wanting to do more. I've been trying to plan to do more of the videos that are more face-to-face. But boy, it's just been, you know, it's been so crazy right now. Just to give you a little bit of information about myself, I'm here in Southern California, single mom. I have two, oh my God, not one, two teenage boys who are currently at home right now. And, you know, they're not loving it. I'm not loving it. Like they want to go back to school, but it's been really difficult. So it's really put a bit of tension on my work schedule as well. So apologize, you guys, but thank you so much for all of your constant love and support. So Jade, welcome. Rastafarian, welcome. If I say your name wrong, I apologize. Virginia, Bonnie, Casey, Sassy, Ginger Red, Abby, Kimberly. Oh, so wonderful. I'm so glad, Kimberly, that you're feeling great about this. Creately Arts, Jade, Brugya, Abby, thank you so much. Oh, Abby, you have two boys as well, single mom as well. Cool, wonderful. So you know how that feels, right? Okay, so I don't want to keep you guys waiting for too long. So let's start with our reading, and then keep your questions ready. We'll do some Q&A as well. Oh, Casey, yes, two teens. Oh my God. It's just, it's difficult. Yes, it is difficult. Even when your teens are good, it is difficult. All right, so let's take some time here. I have a couple of decks that I'll be working with. Have a couple of questions that we're going to answer. We're going to get in deep on what is going on in your connection. So what I'm going to do is I did my meditation and prayer ahead of time to Spirit. And what we'll do is we'll do this as a special reading for all of you who are here first, like this collective, right? The energies of all of you, the energies between you and your beloved. So let's start with that. Okay, so we're going to start with, what is the current energy right now between you and that special person? You know, before I start, I just want to tell you guys, I love, love, love seeing you guys uniting with the person that you love. You know, that's why I'm here. It makes me so excited to see all of these love connections happening, even though we have our struggles, right? We all do. We all do. I feel that there's a lot going on social media where people tend to post like all this perfection and like, you know, everybody seems so happy and their lives seem so perfect. And I feel like, you know, we can't get caught up in that, because we all have challenges no matter what anybody is showing you, right? It's so easy to compare, right, when you're going through a hard time. But I want you to know that you deserve the absolute best. You know, you deserve it. It's coming to you. Even if it's a bit of a struggle, you will get there for sure. Okay, so Spirit, can you please tell us, what is the current energy right now between you and the person that you love? Wow. Okay, so let me show you the cards that came up. We have the Star. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see this. We have, you know, I'm not surprised at all with Pentacles energy coming through right now, because I feel like people are feeling extremely grounded right now in their 3D worlds, right? Because when there's so much going on, right? When there's so much going on in the world, so much struggle, health issues, right? We become much more aware of our physical circumstances. You know, what's going on in our body, what's going on in our home, what's going on in our careers, in our sense of abundance or a sense of stability. I've been seeing this a lot also in personal readings with my private clients. A lot of Pentacles energy coming through. So I feel that many of you are getting back to reality, grounding yourself. I feel that in your connection, but I feel like this is the good aspect of this, because you know how sometimes when we are, of course, in love, right, and we have all these hopes and dreams, we have, you know, all this emotional energy coming on. Sometimes it's difficult for us to be able to translate that into a real relationship. I know that many of you are in a situation where you might be geographically distanced right now from your love, right? You might not live in the same place. You might be working towards being together, like wanting to be under the same roof. You know I'm in that position. Like we've been waiting forever to be under the same roof, but it doesn't happen. You know, it's okay. I'll just go with the flow. But I feel like this is very important, because many of you are on, I think, the precipice of being able to take the emotions that you feel, the love that you have, and then be able to, when this COVID thing kind of subsides, right? When when a lot of these external issues settle down, I feel like both of you are working towards physically being together. So I'm loving the Pentacles energy just for that, because it gives me a sign that you guys are on the right path to going from just like, you know, emotions and, you know, thoughts and feelings into working towards building a real life together. Isn't that wonderful? So with this Nine of Pentacles, I love this card. This is my favorite card for all divine feminines, especially because it's really about how we are really goddesses, like, you know, like we're independent. We don't need our masculine, but we want him. Like, you know, we're not desperate for him. We want him because he enhances our life. He makes our beautiful life even better than what it already is. And it's just the cherry on top. So I feel that both of you right now are working on really getting yourselves in a good place financially, career-wise, getting yourself into a very stable energy where you're feeling really good about the physical aspects of your life, like the real long-term aspects of your life. Because when you start from that foundation, you guys can really come together in a beautiful way, right? Because you can both build something together. And I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, this is a lovely energy too, because it's about communicating your dreams in that sense, like talking about getting together and talking about what plans you have. How can you make this connection transition into a real life together, and you build it together 50-50. And so what I love about this is also you got the Star card. So I feel that for many of you who have been going through some of more of the dark night of the soul kind of moments, right, where you may feel that the connection has been a bit stuck or a bit in the dark, you know, and there's been confusion. There's been sometimes modes of separation where you're not sure what either of you are doing or feeling. Maybe you've needed to step away for a little bit of time. But I want you to know, with the stars energy, I feel like there is divine guidance here. I feel that you are each other's star. And it's important to keep that within your sights. As in, when it comes to your connective energy, you're going to guide each other. I feel that this is where you two can really come together and fulfill that potential, because I do feel that both of you have come from situations where you have struggled in life. Like, you've both been through a lot. You've paid your dues, you've paid the piper, you know? And it's like, now I feel that the transition time is coming. Like, you know how when you feel like, gosh, you've done everything you possibly can in life, you've dealt with all kinds of challenges, you've dealt with all kinds of obstacles, you know, you've had shit hit the fan and you've been there, like, you've gotten it done. Now your time is coming to benefit from that. You know, you always ask yourself, right? Like, when is my time going to come? Why am I always paying the piper while everybody else seems to be like on easy street? But that's not true, right? We're all paying the piper in one way or the other. So I love this energy for you guys, because I do feel that you have to step into being each other's shining light throughout whatever darkness that you have gone through. And your time is coming. Absolutely, your time is coming. And look at this. You're going to build these little empires for yourself. You're building upon the independence that you already have. How good you feel, you know, about yourself. It's so important. It's so important for you to feel amazing about yourself. And then from there, your divine masculine or feminine will meet you halfway there. Isn't that lovely? I love it. I just love it. So I'm so sorry. I know you guys have had a lot of comments, but I wanted to focus on your reading. I don't want to distract from these energies. I want to give you an amazing reading. So I'm going to keep going with that, and then I'm going to come back to reading all of the comments. Okay, so don't think that I'm ignoring you. I am not. So let's go in deeper. Let's go in deeper. So Spirit, can you please tell us, how does your love think and feel about you right now? What are they going through in their thoughts and emotions when it comes to you? What are some of the things that they would like to say that maybe they're having a hard time conveying to you at this time, for whatever the reasons are, right? Oh my gosh, guys, we are in heavy, heavy Pentacles energy. I'm going to get one more clarifier here. What are they truly feeling and thinking about you? Okay, so first of all, look at this. Belong to your own dream. Create your own life. Isn't this amazing? So we are definitely in the energies of that shift from just being in the 5D. Because I know I get so many messages from you guys where you're like, I'm tired of having this connection just in the 5D, as in at the intuitive level or at the, just the soul level, but not feeling the satisfaction of it coming forward physically, right? I mean, come on, we all need more than just, yeah, I feel the energy. It's good. I have synchronicities. We dream about each other. We see synchronicities about each other everywhere. But you know what? We all deserve more. We all deserve to be able to wake up next to each other. We all deserve to be able to touch one another, right? Have that physical touch, the hugs, the kisses, the cuddles, right? We all deserve that in life. So this is why I feel that this right now is all about that. This is the energy that is coming through in this reading, that people are ready. They are ready to stop just being at that 5D, and they want something real. And that is what this energy is all about, right? Creating your own life together, finally stepping forward into a physical union that is based on mutual love, mutual guidance, mutual support, loving with that star. So this is what you got. And look at this, heavy pentacles again, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, potential, and divine timing. So see, this is the thing. I feel that your love, they are definitely mirroring you. So if you feel that you feel some sort of frustration, you're feeling impatient, you're tired of all of the obstacles, you're tired of what COVID has done, and it's kind of added to, things that were already struggling to begin with. And if you feel that there has been distance created between the two of you, just know that your love is feeling the same way. Like they are getting a bit frustrated with this divine timing. You know how we're always told, oh, there's a divine timing to everything. You got to be patient. You got to wait. The universe knows, And okay, to a certain extent, yes, you try your best, but we're all human. We all have a heart. We all want to be with our honeys, right? So your honey is also feeling this this pressure of like, come on, when is our time coming? How much longer can we wait? How much longer can we pine for one another and really just want to be together, right? We want this divine timing to finally come, because see, with the 7 of Pentacles, you guys have definitely been planting the seeds for a long time. I feel that you have been working on this for a while, and you are ready. You are getting ready to be ready to finally, I'm sorry if you hear that. My pool is acting weird. I'm sorry if you hear that, because I hear it very loudly. I hope you don't. So this 7 of Pentacles, it's like we've planted the seeds. Isn't it beautiful? See, you've done it. You've watered the seeds. You've planted the seeds. You're waiting for this love to bloom. You are waiting. You guys are ready. And see, your love, they don't feel good about this. 5 of Pentacles. So they feel that they have been struggling in this for too long, as in something has got to change here. Something has to shift. They're afraid that this beautiful potential that you have to have a real commitment, to have the kind of union that you want, is slipping away from them. And they're afraid of that. And they're afraid that at some point they've been on the outside here, 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like for some of you, there's a special message here, maybe not resonating for all of you, but as I always say, just take the messages as they resonate for you, right? It may not all resonate, but take what works for your situation. So with this 5 of Pentacles, it's like they are truly afraid that maybe they have done things, said things, behaved or reacted because of the pressure or the stress of the situation in ways that you don't like, in ways that are threatening your connection. So there is a regret there that is coming through. They are scared and they are regretful that they may not be able to make this up to you. This is for some of you, because I feel like there are some of you who have gone through some serious ups and downs in this energy. And one of the questions that you have is, can this be saved? And I feel like for some of you, that is exactly what your person is also thinking. Can this be saved? Can we get out of this? Are we going to be able to save this connection? So if you're wondering, because maybe they have not been able to communicate, or you have stepped back and you haven't wanted to communicate because they've hurt your heart in some way, then they just know that they are feeling that too. They're feeling the rejection. If you have rejected them in some way for now, right? You've just said, look, I can't do this. They're definitely feeling like they are suffering from the lack of your attention, the lack of your love. They're feeling it. And they are definitely afraid because they see that there is so much here that is waiting for you guys, but they're not, that click, that moment of really realizing it from the Seven of Pentacles just has been elusive in some way. And that is why this is so important, because there's a definite transition energy, right? Transition energy coming through, that this energy is going to shift and change for you soon. So let's take a look at just some specific messages. What would they say to you? Especially for those of you maybe who are in some sort of no contact or minimal contact right now. What would your love say to you if they could? What would they want to say to you at this time? Okay, so we have some interesting messages here. So see, my heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. So see, this is with this energy. This is, to me, a continuation of this Five of Pentacles, right? So if they feel that you have lost faith in them, if they've let you down in some way, they are really feeling the pain of that. But one thing I do want to say, because again, I just want to address some of the comments and messages that I do get, is that everybody's on a different journey. And some of you have come to a point where you have given it your all, like you have given everything you possibly can, and this has not worked out. But it's not your fault, right? We can't control how the other person chooses to react, chooses to act, or what decisions they make, right? So I don't want you to go hard on yourself. I don't want you to blame yourself if you feel that your connection is not working out right now. I don't want you to take it all upon yourself, because this is a 50-50 thing. And if you feel, if Spirit's voice within you, if your divine guidance and your intuition is telling you that, you know what, you gave it your all and you have nothing left to give, and you want to move on, you want to heal, and you want to open up your heart to somebody new, give yourself that permission. It's absolutely okay. You don't have to feel that you have to continue on, sacrificing, killing yourself, doing whatever it takes to make this work, when the other person is either not ready because they are not awakened to the connection. And that happens, right? That happens in many twin flame and soulmate journeys. Sometimes your partner is just not awakened. Sometimes they are asleep for years, and so don't take that upon yourself. Don't feel that because this is your twin flame, you have to hold on to this forever, that it is your, cross to bear or burden to bear forever. You don't have to do that. It's okay. It's okay to move on. But see, for those of you who are in the situation where you are considering that or not, your partner knows that you have lost faith in them. Okay, that is why they're feeling this. That is why and look at this one. Time has brought me clarity about us. I made the wrong choices. So again, they are starting to shift. They are starting to open up. in terms of introspection, because sometimes, see, when we're very emotionally, when we've shut ourselves down emotionally, and because the relationship is too intense, sometimes the connection is too intense, right? So when we have shut ourselves down, it's hard for us to introspect. It's hard for us, and I'm talking about your partner. It may be hard for them to really admit what their true feelings are. It may be hard for them to look at the truths, right? To ask themselves those tough questions. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of courage to do that, and actually to even own up to the mistakes that you have made, to the choices that you have made that went wrong. Sometimes it's very hard. We all have egos, right? We all have that. So just be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. So we're going to end with last advice from Spirit, and then we'll do Q&A, and I'll go through all of your comments and I'll answer any questions that you might have. Okay, so Spirit, then what is your advice for this beautiful group of people as we move forward? What do you want us to focus on? Oh my God, mistakes. See? Wow. So I do feel, are you noticing this? Isn't this amazing? Thank you, Spirit, that this whole reading has really been about understanding the mistakes that have been made in this connection, especially coming from your partner, from their side, right? Them being kind of a little bit in that darker energy and needing that guiding light, coming full circle into, okay, what needs to be done here for us to take this relationship to the next level? How can we work through our issues and then get serious and honest about how to fix whatever the issues are, so that we can come together in that real life, like we can build a real life together. So let's see what this mistakes card says. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. Isn't that amazing? So we've seen this before, right? We've seen this in a lot of readings before, that we all have our vulnerabilities. We all have an inner child. Oftentimes, if your partner is struggling with their feelings, with their emotions, and struggling to come together with you, it can be because of those childhood wounds, right? Things that they have seen in their life, disappointments, heartbreaks, the ways that that love may have been modeled for them through parents or family maybe was not good, right? And so there's a lot of emotional energy there. I feel that needs to be cleared, but this is really good. This is, understanding where you've went wrong and what you can do to fix that can only make your relationship stronger, right? So I'm loving this. So thank you so much for being here for this, guys. Okay, we're going to go to the comments. Let's see what you think, what you have to say. Oh, and Anita, thank you. I'm so glad that you're enjoying this. Okay, I'm going to scroll up just to see some of your comments. And this is the time, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. And let's do some shout outs as well. Let's see. Shristi, thank you for being here. Tashi, oh, it's so good to see you too. I wish I could see you, but thank you for being here. Jade, Susan. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Ginger, Marissa, thank you so much for being here. Virginia, Dee, Karen, Jackie, Vinny, thank you so much. Selena, thank you for being here. Layla, Nisha, Mansi, Susan, Nisha, Raisa, thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Okay, questions. Debbie, thank you for being here. Let's see. Still going through all of your comments here. Samira, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Joe Beth, welcome. Karen, welcome. Woke up sassy. I love that. Welcome. Okay, so I think I'm going through most of them. Bhavani, thank you. Tashi, Gato, Joe Beth. Okay, so does anybody have any? So what I'm doing now is more answering any kind of general questions that you have. I know some of you have specific questions about your situation, but I don't like to do that live because number one, I respect your privacy. I'm not going to answer, very personal questions for you in front of everybody else, and I want this to be good for everybody. So if you have any very specific personal questions, that's what a personal reading is for, and you know that the link to that is always in the box. I'm very big on respecting your privacy. And so if you have any questions for me in general about, twin flame journey, any questions on anything that is not personal and private, to you, I can answer that. Oh, okay, Katie, great question. So Katie asked, is it okay to open yourself up to other people while in separation? Okay, now this is a really juicy question, and thank you so much for asking this, Katie. And again, these are just my personal opinions. Please, I am no expert, no authority. That's a controversial question, and I'm going to give a controversial answer, which is yes, I think it is absolutely okay. I think it's absolutely okay because you deserve to have love in your life, and you got to go by how you feel. If you feel guided by spirit to say, you know what, I think I am open to love. I think that, yes, the person that I feel very deeply connected to right now, that is not working out for whatever the reason is, we're in separation, but I am still open to love in my life, then yes, absolutely. Give yourself the permission. You go girl. Yes. That's what I'm going to say. But again, just my personal opinion. Let's see. How do you, okay, Diana, I hope I said that right. How do you let go of the fear? The fear, it is all in your head. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what you mean by fear of what. Okay, so tell me what the fear is, and then we'll talk about that. Advice on overcoming ego battles. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you, Nyla, for asking that question. So you know what? The ego battle thing, I think, is the most prevalent, the most common issue in all relationships. It's the power struggle, right? It's the classic power struggle. So if you're going through that, first of all, be gentle with yourself. Don't go hard on yourself about that. We're all human. But what I find has really helped me, and again, I'll only answer these questions just from sharing my personal experience, what kind of solutions I've brought myself to problems, what has helped me, and then, just to see if it would help you. What has helped me with that is switching into a conscious living mindset. I've been trying so hard to do that. So as in, for example, being able to be the observer. And I know this is hard. It just takes practice. Like, try to observe your thoughts and feelings when you are interacting with everyone, not just your masculine or feminine, but all the people that you feel close to. Because what happens is that when you can step outside of yourself a little bit and observe, like, why am I having this feeling? Why am I having this thought? You can stop yourself from that consciousness to not react in that moment. And what I've noticed is that as I started doing this over time, so if I take 10 instances of when I've reacted, as I started being more conscious, I started reacting. First, it was 10 out of 10. Okay, then it was 8 out of 10. Like, okay, 2 times I was able to save it because I knew that I'm reacting from my ego. And so I don't want to say that because it's going to make the relationship worse, or it's going to create a problem in the situation. And I can calm down. I can take a breath and I can calm down, and I can come at it from an understanding of, okay, this is what this person's feelings are at this point. They are free to have those feelings, but I don't have to engage my ego in that. So it went from like I reacted 10 times out of 10 to 8 times out of 10 to 7 times out of 10. And if you can get to reacting 5 out of 10, even, I think you're doing amazing, because it's a lifelong process. But being conscious of what you think and feel and really focusing on your reaction over the other person's, that's just, I could go on forever on this. This is like a 2-day answer to this question, but I feel like that's where it starts. Consciousness is where it starts. And you will find success. Believe me, if you do this, it will get better and better, and you will feel really great about you. And then slowly you will see that the other person also notices, because we can't control how they feel or how they act, but we can control how we react to that. And people see and learn from the example that you set, right? When they see, hey, when you're a divine masculine or feminine sees, hey, she's not reacting to this. She's not trying to control the situation. She's not trying to battle it out with her ego with me. Maybe I shouldn't do that either. So it definitely has a beautiful kind of a snowballing effect in a good way. So thank you for that question. I think it's a fantastic one. Let's see. Montana, is it possible for both DF and DM to make too many mistakes that sabotage the twin flame connection? Unfortunately, Montana, yes. But again, I feel like it depends on how you see the mistakes, right? Like, how are you gonna give meaning to those mistakes? Do you come at them from a spirit of forgiveness? Like, are you okay to forgive each other's mistakes? But it has to be equal, right? It can't just be that you are forgiving their mistakes and they are not forgiving yours. They're constantly holding you accountable to a different set of rules than what they're accountable to, right? So I feel that it's also timing, like sometimes especially in twin flame relationships, sometimes you just kind of don't meet at the right time, unfortunately. I know that's what happened to me. So you're not ready, right? And you make more mistakes than you normally would. And you have to, I feel like if you're both in the spirit of cooperation and forgiveness, then that can be worked out. If you're not, then sometimes it adds more obstacles, right? So yeah, I think that is possible. But again, I feel like the best thing we can do, and the reason why I'm here and the reason why I love what I do, is because my message within all of this is personal empowerment, right? Like, we can only control our own happiness, who we are. We can only bring our best selves to the table. And then if our divine masculine or feminine doesn't see that, well, you know what? It's their loss. It's their loss if they can't see that. You deserve the best. You deserve everything. And I feel like if they can't see that, it truly is a loss for them. Let's see, what other questions do you guys have? Okay, thank you. The fear that is not real, that you are making up this connection. Oh, okay. So this was Diona's question from before, that what if you have a fear that it's not real? Are you talking about this as I guess it doesn't even matter, twin flame or soulmate, it doesn't matter to me. So you think that you are making up this connection in your mind. That's interesting. So I feel that if you're asking yourself that, there's a reason why you're asking yourself that question. So you have to ask yourself, why do you feel that the connection is not real? Is it because, do you feel that they haven't responded to the connection, so it can't be real? Or I'm not quite sure. Again, I don't want to give you any kind of, I don't want to make any assumptions, but To the general question, if you are afraid that the connection that you feel is not real, then you need to ask yourself. It's actually more of an internal work. So why is that? Why do you feel that it is not real? Is it that maybe you have no interaction with this person? You don't know them, or they don't know you, or you don't actually talk. So that is an issue if that is the case, right? Because to me, a connection, and again, this is controversial, this is my personal opinion, you can take it or leave it. Connections are when you actually know each other, like when you have physically met, right? And you've had interaction. Even if you went into separation after that, but there's some sort of physical interaction, like you've met, you've talked to each other, you know each other to a certain extent. And in that moment, you recognize each other, right? You recognize that you have some sort of a soul connection together. You felt this deep drive. You felt that when you met them, you've known them before, even though you just met. Oftentimes, it's also from the eyes, right? Like the way your eyes met. Um, how you looked into each other's eyes, right? Because the eyes are truly the windows of the soul. So, say you met somewhere and you looked into each other's eyes, you didn't even know each other, but you felt this draw and you felt this magnetic energy, right? These are the ways in which these connections come forth, right? Because you have known each other before, you have met before. This is another lifetime that has come through for you. So, that's where I feel the connections come from. So I don't know if I answered your question, Diona, but I hope that I did. So, okay, any other questions? Susan, great question. Okay, so Dr. V, second question. How can you be sure that your twin is feeling the same feelings you are, or feeling the connection in general, especially if they hide their feelings? Oh, been there, been there, been there, been there. And the sad thing of all is that you don't you don't know. I mean, you can trust your intuition. If you feel that they are, I feel that that's a good thing. So much of this is trusting your gut feeling, trusting spirit and soul's um, way of speaking to you. And this is why I'm a big proponent of meditation, because I feel that when you meditate, you really open up all of that heart space energy. You open up your intuitive abilities. You deepen the intuitive abilities that you already have, and you have that internal guidance within you, and you will feel it. But then my question to you is, how long has it been that they hide their feelings, right? Like, what is the situation? And do you feel that you have waited for a very long time? And again, I feel that none of my readings are to torture you or to make you feel like you have to keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, right? It's one of those it's one of those delicate situations where you really have to make wise decisions for yourself. Like, you have to choose what is right for your life's journey. And if you feel, again, and I said this before, if you have waited too long and you feel that your love is just not ready, they are just not responding for whatever the reasons are, and you are spent, then that is definitely a sign for you to ask yourself, how much longer are you willing to wait? And if you feel that they hide their feelings, well, then do you feel any kind of inspiration to act, Susan? As in, do you feel inspired to then have a conversation, even if it means that you maybe delicately bring this up, just because you need closure? You want to know what their feelings are. Are you ready to have the conversation? Sometimes we need to hear it, you know? So much of this is completely like, everybody's situation is so unique. It's so special, right? Your journey is so special to you, so unique to you. It's hard for me to, give a lot of generalities. That's why I try to just say these are just general feelings that I have, just to get you to think, right? Just to get you to, answer some questions for yourself. Like, so my answer to that would be, ask yourself this question: would you like a conversation? For all of you, if you're wondering, if you're in that situation where you feel that the person that you love, they have been hiding their feelings, or they haven't been very communicative, but you are ready to know, you want to know, then ask yourself, are you ready to hear the answer to the question? And are you ready to have the conversation? And is there a way that you can gently, put it out there, that's saying, like, I would like to have a heart to heart conversation about this. But you have to be prepared to hear what the answer is as well, right? So I hope that that answered your question. I know it's tough, guys. I know it is. But just know you're not alone. You are not alone. It's difficult for everybody who is on this journey. But there are so many beautiful, happy ending success stories as well. I don't want you to think that this is all doom and gloom. It's not. There's so many beautiful stories of union and people finally coming together, working things out. And those are the stories that I'm here for. Those are the ones that I love to hear from all of you. So if you have any of those, always send them to me. I love hearing them. Let's see. So I only have a few more minutes here. Uh, so let me answer one last question, and then I will have to let you guys go. I today, it's like, for the this is the first time, and I don't know when, I've had the entire house to myself. And that's why I'm so happy to be here with you guys today, because my kids went to their grandparents' house, and I heard those magic words when I dropped them out. The grandparents are like, enjoy your weekend. I was like, yes, I'm gonna enjoy it with you guys. So let's see, one last question. Oh, Debbie, thank you so much. She said, you've helped me stay sane through all this. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad if I can be of support. Let's see. Trying to find a question here that I think everybody, that would be really useful for everyone, that answers something that everyone is thinking. Okay, so Lisa is asking, and I think this is a very much a moment, this is very relevant at the moment for so many of you. Do you have any thoughts about how COVID has affected the natural progression of the TF journey, since it is forced separation? Yeah, that's really tough, guys. I know many of you are going through that, and thank you, Lisa, for asking that question. I do feel, and again, please just take this as my personal opinion. I feel that there is such a thing as karmic cycles. And, I'm Indian, so I come from the background of Hinduism and belief in karma, but also belief in group karma. There is such a thing, I believe, as group karma as well. And I feel like that's part of what we're going through right now, is that we all of the souls that are incarnated right now on this earth, we are, because of COVID, we are experiencing a definite karmic cycle that is group related, right? And it is just a cycle that we have to go through to kind of energetically get rid of that karma. So I feel like whenever I feel down about COVID, I see it as just another way for that this is cleansing of a certain karma that I have. And the more karma I cleanse in this lifetime, the better off I will be, because the way we see it in Hinduism is that the more karma the layers, it's like peeling an onion. The more layers that you take off by paying your karmic debts, the more purified your life is. Like, the more you are bringing in good things. So you are paying off debts, you are clarifying that energy, And now you are keeping yourself open. You're opening new doors for good things to come. So that is why I try to see this separation as temporary, as necessary, and I try to give it a good energy. Like, you know what? I don't know. Spirit and the universe knows why this is in our best interest if we are in some sort of a separation at this time, but I am going to believe that it is only going to work to our benefit in the end. So there is a short-term pain for a long-term gain. That's the way I like to see it, because otherwise it's easy for us to get negative about it. And I don't think negativity, sadness is going to help anybody, right? And I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I'm not saying I wake up every day like, woohoo, like, no, everybody, we all struggle. But I feel like if we can see it this way, that, okay, this has come, we don't have control over it, we will work through it. And if you can take this time to get closer to your masculine or feminine, I think that will help you. Utilize this time to get closer to them. Even though you may be physically separated, figure out how can we take this time to become even closer than we were before, if it's possible. But that's how I would spin it. Constantly put it back into the positive, put it back into positive. Look, my energies are being cleared. I'm paying off these debts. You know, we're going to come back bigger, stronger, better at the end of this. And we're going to be even closer and even better when we do unite. I hope that helps. Does that help? I hope it does. All right. So guys, thank you so much for being here. It means the absolute world to me. I love all of you guys so dearly, so dearly. And I know that this was such short notice today, and you came here, you know, precious time that you have, you're spending with me. I am so grateful. So thank you all. You can always send me any comments, messages, emails. You know, I love to hear from you. Make sure you do. You know, if you're watching this later, leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. And thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys all on the next reading. Bye, guys. Love you. Love you.